Who are some celebrities that give you bad vibes? Any celebrity that is a member of Scientology. Christian Bale said he based his performance as Patrick Bateman in American Psycho on the impression he got of Tom Cruise after meeting him. Really makes you think about what Tom Cruise must be like. Elizabeth Moss. Something about her starring in a cult show while still being a cult member and defending it doesn't sit right with me. I dated a Scientologist for a while, and as a result I literally cannot watch or listen to anything starring or made by Scientologists. It's a destructive cult with extremely dangerous views on mental health created by a shitty pulp science fiction writer who only created it for the money. My wife grew up in Scientology, and both of us now can't watch stuff with Scientologists in it on principle. Jared Leto does not seem to be going in a good direction. Can't wait to revisit this thread in 18 months. DJ Khaled. There's nothing authentic and down to earth about him, it's all an image, and it was made obvious when the whole Tyler the Creator #1 album thing came out. The industry might love him, but he's a egomaniac who thrives off others' success. He was a guest at a music festival I went to a few years ago. He decided to bring a DJ to mix his entire set while he just jumped around and spoke into the mic. He would sing along to All I Do Is Win, and 30 seconds into the song he was out of breath and just yells "sing my shit" as he held the mic out to the crowd. He's an absolute clown, honestly. Edit, he also said "What's up Las Vegas, California?" at the start of the set. Watch him on Hot Ones and you'll see quickly how big of a douche he is. That's one of my favorite episodes, haha. Just cause I gave up doesn't mean I quit. Duck, does it mean then, Khaled? Edit, just cause I stopped, doesn't mean I gave up. Sean even reacts like WTF and calls him out. One of my favorite episodes for Sean, TBH, he just keeps digging at him and Khaled has zero awareness, lol. It's amazing too because his show wasn't established at the time, which makes his constant callouts even more impressive. Now the show has a massive following, so he has star power himself to rag on people if they shit on the format, but back then he really didn't. Nick Cannon. The guy who had 4 kids by 3 different women in 1 calendar year? Yeah, kinda skeezy. One of whom he named Powerful Queen Cannon. AKA Powerful Cannon. Zillionaire Cannon. Like, really dude? Zillionaire? People who put puns in their children's names are ducking psychopaths. Narcissists. They know for that child's entire life they'll have to explain their name, and that means that they'll have to talk about their eccentric parent. It's how the parent immortalized themselves without having to do anything deserving of it. Joel Osteen. That fake-ass smile, the way he moves, never mind what he's trying to sell. He's a ducking, backstabbing predator. Every time I see that man's face I have the overwhelming urge to punch it with a brick. Dr. Phil. Hess not even a doctor, he just stirs the pot and exploits people. The Behind the Bastards episodes on him are intense. Basically, of Oprah's doctors, John of God raped the most people, Dr. Oz has advertised his followers into the most indirect deaths, and Dr. Phil has tortured the most kids. So, when are gonna start questioning Oprah? Oh yes, she definitely deserves her own episode of Behind the Bastards. Gwyneth Paltrow makes me uncomfortable. Maybe you're just inserting the jade eggs wrong? Edit, great, my most upvoted comment ever, and it's a reference to goopy jade vag eggs. Gwyneth Paltrow Goop is a terrible modern-day snake oil cure-all elixir company. But no, buy my overpriced unhealthy vagina eggs that every doctor will tell you not to use. Hey, do you want these stickers that astronauts use that don't do anything at all for $120? James Charles. I can't stand the way he talks. It's like Hess shouting every word. That's the least of my issues with James Charles. The fact that Sephora still had his palettes out months after they agreed to separate from him due to allegations disgusted me. G-Eazy, super creepy dude. Kept hitting on my photographer even after she declined him multiple times and said she had a kid and a man. After he left, someone from his team gave her a hotel room key which she threw away. Big Sean, overall asshole. Spit at me because I was filming his wrong side. Should have walked off that job but didn't. Really the only 2 celebrities I've encountered that weren't professional, and or kind. I heard from someone that at one of his concerts, his manager gave this girl and her friend a hotel room key to G-Eazy's room. Even after they said they were underage. That's when you give the room keys to a couple of dudes who are going to use the opportunity to rob him. What percentage is the finder's fee for that? 25 to 35% usually. All TV pastors that live the life of luxury while asking their lower middle class audience for money because God will return it 10x. If there is a devil, Hess most certainly Kenneth Copeland. Kenneth Copeland is just a ventriloquist doll that the devil possesses to interact with the physical world. Wendy Williams. After seeing a clip of her mocking Terry Crews for coming out publicly about being sexually assaulted, I can't believe she still gets views. Her audience is a bunch of brain-dead duckheads to clap at her horrible statements. All the celebs who obviously had work done but refused to admit it. Oh, I would never put a needle near my face. I'm already a model, so why would I need that? They literally think we are not only very stupid, but also very blind. Nothing wrong with plastic surgery, but please just admit it. I'm talking about nearly every top model and every Kardashian. YouTubers as well. This is one of the many things I love about Dolly Parton. She's owned being plastic since forever, even in times when the stigma against it was much larger. I guess most people don't feel as secure in their talent and fame as Dolly does though. It takes a lot of money to look this cheap. Dolly Parton. People call me a dumb blonde. I know I'm not dumb and I know I'm not blonde. Edit, actual quote was, I'm not offended by all the dumb blonde jokes because I know I'm not dumb, and I'm not blonde either. Are those your breasts? Yours? Well, I bought and paid for them myself. My favorite Dolly quote, are those real? As real as my hair. I've also heard, are those real? Real expensive. Armie Hammer, he is definitely a weird guy. Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf Armie Hammer. Elon Musk, without a doubt. Jeff Bezos and his creepy ass laugh. He always sounds like he's laughing in mockery at the rest of the world. I keep expecting him to say hello world, I'm Jeff Bezos and I'm here to announce that I am holding 100 people hostage in a secret location and the bomb is about to blow. You have 5 minutes Superman mahahaha. Christina Aguilera. This isn't a vibe, it is real. I met her at a meet and greet when I was 10 years old because of my Make-A-Wish wish, Backstreet Boys weren't available. I was a sick kid, looked very physically sick, and she took one look at me up and down, made an EU face, but quickly faked a smile for the camera. She's a great asshole. I should have just went to Disneyland like most kids chose for their wish. Would have been great if you said, sorry if I'm grossing you out, the Backstreet Boys weren't available. It's come out several times that Drake is a pedo but no one seems to care enough, that really bothers me. Well, look at how long it took for anything to happen to R. Kelly. Chappelle was making skits on that in like the early 00s, and Boondocks did a whole episode also and he only recently got in enough trouble. Free Star. Couldn't stand him when he was MySpace famous, and I can't stand him now. I was so upset when he became a YouTube beauty guru. He's been notoriously narcissistic, racist, and just plain awful. Before he was famous on MySpace, he was famous on LiveJournal. People followed him from that platform over to MySpace, which is part of how he got such a big following right away. Oof, those were the days. John Travolta, he doesn't feel human. Yeah, Scientology does weird things to people. Any of those celebrities who have been neck deep in it have this glossy-eyed, uncanny valley aura about them that something isn't right. It's very off-putting. Unsuspecting lobotomites. Nikado Avocado. The mukbang YouTuber Therese, something seriously wrong with that guy. He needs mental help. Rolf Harris, long before the pedophile stuff came out, always gave me a bad vibe. Even as a kid I just didn't like him, something always felt off.